Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And today is kind of a different kind of video. I want to ask the question, does the world need a standard for data privacy and data security for consumers? Do we need a uniform filtering system, a content filtering system for things like hate speech and all of this? And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but this is coming off the heels of news over the past year. Now, I wrote an article at the beginning of 2018 called The Death of Facebook, chronicling everything that Facebook had problems with: Cambridge Analytica, accusations of racism, content filtering issues, leadership issues, etc. Google's had a slew of problems as well, including a recent Nest device that had a microphone built in that they didn't tell anybody, wasn't on the spec sheets, and was accidentally discovered. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we are talking about here. But what we're seeing as a result is we're seeing different companies and different countries or even sometimes states leveling their own fines and sanctions against these people. So, for example, the FTC in the United States is in the process of spinning up a multi-billion-dollar fine for Facebook. The British government is going after both Google and Facebook for what could possibly be 4% of their entire worldwide revenue, given a whole bunch of different things, such as the British government is requiring them to eradicate illegal hate speech, subtle forms of abuse like child grooming, problematic content around suicide and self-harm and all of that. And different countries have different laws, different standards. What is, considered a terrible crime somewhere else may not necessarily be a terrible crime somewhere else, even if it is a crime. Maybe it's a lesser offense. Hate speech for one person is different than hate speech for another. We also have consumer protection laws. What do we consider private? And we have a changing face of privacy. We see on Facebook, Google, etc., basically the desire to use it as a personal therapy group in ways that 10, 15, 20 years plus ago we would have never done. And so how we use this, what we consider private, is this shifting understanding. Now, we know we're being data mined. There's been multiple articles on this. I'm not going to have to rehash that for you. But the question kind of remains is, can we go ahead and create a uniform standard so that when a Facebook comes under fire, they're not getting hit by multiple countries around the world basically saying, we're fed up with this. We create a one international, if you will, standard that Facebook has to adhere to, and Google, and any company, whether they're based in the United States or around the world on the internet. Is that even possible? Is this feasible? Could we come to a consensus? Can we have different levels for different countries? So, for example, hate speech in the United States might be vastly different than hate speech, let's say, in Saudi Arabia or Japan or anywhere else around the globe. And so, think about that question. I would love to hear your answers on this, but I'm literally sitting here just reading articles, looking for something to talk about today, and there's a million different articles on this and that and this, but what I'm seeing a lot of is Facebook and Google and some of the other big platforms getting hammered, fined, sued because they've been hiding data mining, not policing, hate speech. And so I wanted to roll all of this into one video and essentially ask that question. So the question has been asked. I'd love to hear your answer. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.